Hey guys, Sean here, and in this video I want to answer one of the questions that I received from one of the guys who saw my other video, Truth About Steroids. And this is by a person who is who's getting a scholarship in football. He's an excellent football player. I can't remember his name, but I'll keep his name out of this. But he is wondering whether he should do steroids or not, and there's a lot of talk about steroids with his friends and etc. And he is a very successful and excellent football player. So I figured, I already answered in my email, but I want to make this video to answer this on video for those of you who are watching who are having the same problem and saying dilemma, wanting to do steroids but quite not sure if you should do it or not. And what I think about this and what is my suggestion. First of all, before I say what's my suggestion, the decision has to come from you. This is a very important decision of your life. And in life you have to make many decisions, and every decision you make is 100% right as long as you make it from your heart. So I always say, if you close your eyes, sit down, and from the deepest desire of your heart you come up with a decision, follow through with it, because that's the way to go. It doesn't matter what I say, it doesn't matter what anybody says, because sometimes we do have to learn from our mistakes. Like for myself, in my other videos I talk about not doing drugs and not doing steroids, etc. But now I have a new new perspective, because if it wasn't for me making all those mistakes, I would not be where I am right now. I would be a complete different person. And I'm really happy with the person I am right now. Now, I did have to go through a tremendous amount of suffering, thousands of dollars debt, and I made some huge mistakes in my life. But I truly believe any mistake is actually ultimately a good thing, because it brings us closer. And the most successful people are the biggest failures. So anyway, without going off tangent too far, I'm just saying that whatever decision you make is fine. Even if you think you should do it, if that's what you think. But make sure you're coming from your heart, not from your head. Right? So having said that, my answer to him was that first of all, he was talking about how he wants to be 250 pounds, he's about 230 pounds, and he wants to, at D1 he wants to be at 250, and etc. So I asked him, I was like, what makes you think that you have to be 250 pounds in order to be a good player? Because that's what you want. That's just your monkey mind telling you. I asked him, is there anybody in the football history that was 230 pounds and kicked ass? And why can't you be like him? And I asked him to actually find out. And the other thing is, I didn't tell him that I should have, but it's like, I'm 100% sure 30 pounds, you can naturally gain it. There's a lot of natural bodybuilders and natural trainers, natural fitness athletes who are genuinely natural, and it can be done. It can definitely be done. I know people who are natural who are gaining that kind of muscle. But the other question I asked him is that, look at the guys, and this is the best, I think this is one of the best tests. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say. Go to a guy who does steroids. Look at them. Meet them. Don't just look at the pictures online. Don't just look at them in magazine. Go meet them in person. Make friends with them. Go take them out for lunch. Take them out for coffee. Get to know them. Do they really inspire you, or are they, or don't they, or do they or do they just kind of give you signals that that's not what you want? Find out for yourself. For me, in my experience, seeing people like that, I can see insecurity. I can see a poor soul who is dragging his body around because it's just overweight and has a hard time even going up the stairs and breathing heavy. I see somebody who's struggling and suffering. I see a victim. That's what I see. And I see someone who is incredibly giant and is juiced up and for no reason. I actually feel sorry for him, because I was there once and I felt his pain. He's trying to win happiness. He wants to be happy, and that's what he thinks happiness is. But it's not making you any happier. That's what the catch is. You work so hard and you think you're happy, but it doesn't make you any happier. It doesn't make you any happier. You just become harder to move around. That's what it did. That's what it does. It doesn't increase your attractiveness. The girls that are attracted to you, you won't like, and you can gain the same strength or whatever you want naturally. You don't need to do that. Chemical. So I also told him to just go out and meet people who do steroids and find out for yourself. Do they inspire you? Do they inspire you with their life? But look really carefully. Look at their life. Look at how they're feeling. Look at how they're speaking. Are they patient? Are they happy? Are they smiling? Are they making money? Do they love their girlfriend, or are they constantly fighting? Find out all those things. Because from my experience, testosterone puts your mind at a state of dopamine seeking mode. It makes you closer to an animal, right? So high testosterone, what it does, it actually, from my experience, is that it's not a peaceful experience. What we want to be happy. We don't want to have this body and be unhappy. No success is worth it. There's a good saying by Yogananda. He talks about saying that if you lose money, it sucks. If you lose your car, it sucks. If you lose your health, that's worst. That's obvious. But what's worse than health is if you lose a piece of your mind. That's the worst of all. So it doesn't matter what body you get. It doesn't matter how much success you have. If you lose a piece of your mind, it's not worth it. But you may say, hey, I'm committed. I gotta get to D1. I gotta win. Well, why don't you try and win naturally? Wouldn't that be more honorable? And then I also suggested, lastly, is that if somebody keeps suggesting, here's what I said. I was like, just take your time, go do some meditation, quiet your mind, because the monkey mind stops. And then look at what your deepest decision of your heart is. Start doing some journaling on paper. Write down why you think you should do it or why you think you shouldn't, and just write down your thoughts, how you would feel 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And then whatever decision you make, stick to it. Whether it is you're going to do it, then accept all the risks, accept the fact that you're going to be involved with drugs, and all your life you're going to be knowing that you did drugs and all the things that are going to come with it. And that's okay. I mean, I did that and I'm still here talking to you. If that's what you want to go. Or if you decided not to do it, then stick to that one too. Then there's no gray zone. Don't keep going back and forth, okay? And if somebody asks you, if you decided not to do it, if somebody asks you, hey, you want to do it, just smile and say no and just walk away. Don't have to argue. Don't have to make people bad. Don't have to even judge people who do steroids. There's no reason to judge them. You can, like Dr. Hawkins says, you can love chocolate without hating vanilla. So don't hate vanilla. If you want to love chocolate, just love chocolate. If you want to be natural, just be natural. Don't reason to bash people who do steroids. I mean, it sounds like I'm actually contradicting myself because I do talk a little bit negative towards people who do steroids. But I don't mean to be negative. I actually have compassion for them. The reason negativity comes up is because I feel like so stupid for so many years for doing that. Do you see what I mean? I feel so stupid. Thousands of dollars and so much work and so much hassle. For what? For nothing. Anyway, so hopefully you found some value from this video. If you have more questions, post it. And you also, please make sure you subscribe over here. And if you like these kind of videos, I have another channel, Inspired Notions, that I share on other topics such as addictions and a bunch of other stuff. So, hope you found this video useful. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.